everybody. Welcome to Bull City Hangout 12-3. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. With Bull City Hangout, basically, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and then I invite you to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, share information, whatever. So I'm just going to read just a few items from the current issue of the Durham Skywriter, which is at durhamskywriter.com. I invite you to check it out. As always, on weekdays, I like to tell you that Durham Public Schools and also Durham County provide free lunches that you can pick up for young people ages 18 and under. The programs are running concurrently. It's really hard to explain in just a couple of minutes, but just go to the school tools page for information on where you can pick up a free lunch for your kids. All right. Also, let's go to the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. Let's see what's on the docket for today. Let's see. Oh yeah, send for your fat trapper. The city of Durham has these fat trappers that you can send for. They're free. You can ask for either just the plastic receptacle or, also you get one of these. It's like a filter thing, a sink strainer thingy or whatever. And also you can get you can send for these refillable bags, reusable, and you can just keep it in the receptacle, and then when it's full, toss it. There you go. So you can send for the receptacle or the refillable bags or both if you're just getting started. And if you need more than one, the city will send you more than one. Go online, ask for yours, see if you can get it by the holidays, if you're going to be doing a lot of cooking, and also it's just a safe way to go. Go to the word page, scroll down to City of Durham Water Management, and then send for your fat trapper kit. Okay, also, speaking of water management, the city has a water hardship fund. If you have fallen behind in your water bill, you can get help from the city perhaps, up to $240 worth. So check that out on the word page. Also, let's see. Oh yeah, I had a guest on yesterday, Sherry Rogers from DSS, that's Social Services, telling us all about the, let me see if I can pronounce it correctly, 𝗕𝗓𝗟 program. LIEAP, Low Income Energy Assistance Program. It's a federally funded program. It's to help low income people, and they're pretty generous what they consider low income. But anyway, you can get help with your heating bill. And I asked the question, if you know you're low income, but you're not really behind in your heating bill, but you anticipate high heating bills because after all, it's going to start getting cold soon. She says, go ahead. If you know that your bill's going to be high and it might be hard to reach that, to pay that, go ahead and apply because you can get help once a year from the it's LIHEAP in Chicago, 𝗕𝗓𝗟, the 𝗕𝗓𝗟 program. So read about that on the word page, and if you think you need the help, sign up for it. There you go, simple as that. Oh, I just want to point out that for the month of December, you can sign up if you're age 60 or older, or if you are on, if you have disabilities. And let me get this straight. Let's see. Yes, disabled persons who are clients of the North Carolina Division of Aging and Adult Services, and of course, older people, age 60 plus. You can put in your application this month. Everybody else has to wait for January 2nd. Then you can apply from January 2nd through March 31st. There you go. And Ms. Rogers said, tell everybody you know about that because they do not like having to send money back when they've had to do that. So help them out. Okay, let's see. Speaking of the county, they have the HOPE program. That is the Housing Opportunity and Prevention of Evictions program. If you are in danger of being evicted, if you have fallen behind in your rent, if your job has been affected by COVID-19, for example, and you have been bumped down to part-time or whatever, or laid off, you can get help from the county. They can help you for up to 6 months with your rent and or utilities. So that is fantastic. Learn about that on the word page and use it if you need it. All righty, let's see. Durham Tech. Yes, the Durham Technical Community College has a small business center. Wonderful free workshops for people who want to start their own businesses or who have already started, want to improve. Let's see, today, 6 until 8, crisis survival, managing your small business during and after a crisis. Excellent. That's going to be free, of course, 6 until 8. Scroll down, go to the word page, scroll down to Durham Tech Small Business Center and sign up for that free webinar. Also today, let's see, from 7 until 8:30, social media bio links page, Linktree. Apparently that's an app that I need to learn about. And I think Guy, our cook, mentioned Linktree. But anyway, what it is and why your business should use one. Oh, speaking of Guy, our cook, there he is waiting in the wings. Okay, Guy, give me a second. Okay, so again, that's going to be from 7 until 8:30. Be sure to check that one out as well. Now, tomorrow, from 9 until 10 a.m., okay, there's going to be one called How to Target the Right Clients for the Cosmetologist. So that's, again, it's all free, so check it out on the word page. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, sign up in advance for the Laser Light Show. Even though it's Saturday, December 19th, these Durham Park and Recreation shows, they get filled up really fast because people are anxious. They want to attend these programs. They're signing up like crazy. So this is going to be a Bull City Holidays event. It's called Laser Light Show. It's going to be at Durham County Memorial Stadium. You stay in your car and enjoy the fireworks and laser, not fireworks, laser lights. This should be really fun. So there's going to be 3, 5:30, 7:30, 9:30. So let's see, you need a ticket per vehicle. It's free, but you do need a ticket because they don't want to let just everybody in and flood the place. So anyway, read about that on the word page. Okay, let's see. I think SCORE has a workshop. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives, and they have, why is my phone ringing now? Sorry, I have to say no. Call you back. Sorry about that. Okay. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives, and they have these wonderful free workshops. So today at 2, the Hero Factor, how to transform your business and create a winning culture. I like that. Again, 2 o'clock and it's free. All righty, let's go to the health page. It's called To Your Health. Basically, I say this every day that I have COVID-19 testing information on the page, on the health page. Check that out. Also, if you have been asked to stay in quarantine for 14 days, you can get help from the state in terms of groceries, medications, etc. So read about that on the health page. Also, let's see where OptumServe is today. Let's see, OptumServe Health Services. They have free COVID-19 tests that they administer throughout the city. So today, it's Thursday, isn't it? 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 over there by Scrap Exchange at McDougal Terrace and Oxford Manor. So 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 until 6. You can do the drive-through. McDougal Terrace, you can do the drive-through. It's until 4:30. You don't have to live there, but that's where the test's being administered. Oxford Manor until 4:30. There you go. Let's go to the senior page. It's called Senior Scope. Just want to remind you, if you have Medicare Part D, if you're older and you have Medicare Part D, Senior Pharmacist is making appointments right now. You only have until Monday the 7th to do this, but they give you advice on how to choose a provider for your medications. Sometimes your current provider drops the medications for the following year. You need to know that. So check with Senior Pharmacist, make an appointment. They can help you over the phone or online. That's on the senior page. All righty, next to the garden page called Garden Shed. And you can, Fixer Sisters, they're back. They have a series called Fixer Mixer. And today's program is going to be creating a beautiful, cooler weather landscape. This is going to be an online webinar. It's free. It's from 6:30 until 7:30. And again, I'm so happy to see that the Fixer Sisters are back. Wonderful. It's going to be a free Zoom event. Read about that on the gardening page. All righty, last page we'll be visiting is the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events. As we speak, the Nehemiah Christian Center is giving away free bag lunches until 1. They're on Mangum Street downtown. Also, Durham County Sheriff's Office, they have their rabies vaccination clinic from 2 until 3:30, $10 only, exact change, for getting your dog or cat vaccinated for rabies. Also, let's see. I don't want to leave anybody out. So Durham Technical Community College, they have this they have these wonderful information sessions where they tell you about the classes that you need to take to enter certain professions, and these lead directly into jobs. So today's project is, or webinar is, the Building and Skilled Trades Programs information session. It's going to be from 1 until 2. Sign up now, even if you have to leave Bull City Hangout, you can always come back, watch the replay. I do want you to be able to get, because you do have to email someone to get the Zoom link. So do that now, don't get left out. Again, this is for people wanting to learn how to enter the Build and Skilled Trades Program information session. That is today from 1 until 2. And I just found out right before going on air that they're adding one called Pharmacy Technology. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. I will add that to the Durham Skywriter as soon as the show is over. But so there's 2 information sessions, Building and Skilled Trades, 1 until 2, and then Pharmacy Technology at 6. All right, New Visions of Africa restaurant, giving away free meals from 3 until 6. They're on Fayetteville Street. Desi L. Campbell, Let's Talk Genealogy from 6 until 6:30. That's always fun. Learn how to look up your family history. That's an online event. Don't Waste Durham. They're having a Reducing Waste in Durham Public Schools meeting. That's from 6 until 7. Of course, the schools aren't really open yet, but they're preparing. Okay, it's good to be prepared in terms of trash management, recycling, composting in the schools, etc. So if you're interested in that, attend the meeting from 6 until 7. All right. The West African Dance Session, co-hosted by the Living Arts Collective and the Harambe Collective. That's from 6:30 until 7:30. It's $10, and it's a Zoom event. You can pay online. It's an online event. Now, tomorrow, Legal Aid of North Carolina, they're having Free Forum Friday, as always, from 11 until noon, where they talk about what you want to talk about. Bring up the topic, and they'll talk about it in general. And that is pretty much it, I believe. Yes. Oh, the Salvation Army of Durham, their Free Food Friday is no longer in the morning. I'll be announcing that tomorrow because it starts now, Fridays at 1:30. The temperature is 52. It's sunny. It's going up to 57, partly sunny, much later this afternoon. Tomorrow going up to 63-ish, but it will be rainy, so I won't be DJing at the bus station, but hopefully I'll be playing Christmas tunes next week. We'll see. I want to give a shout out also to Connor from Downtown Durham Inc. We're talking about my playing at the bus terminal on Pettigrew next Friday, hopefully from 3:30 until 6:30. That is it pretty much. If you'd like to join me, just click on the link and let's see what's happening in Walla Walla, Washington with Guy R. Cook from the Guy R. Cook Report. Guy, what's new?
You can send some of that warmish weather over here.
Okay, what is it in Washington? 28. Oh my.
With the high today, the sweltering heat, high temperature, 38.
That's your high.
So thank God I've got the garden tore down and
it's good.
Gone.
Good. I have this one braid sticking out.
Well, I thought you were just having one of them wild hair moments, you know.
I am actually.
Yeah.
I remember years ago when I was living in Chicago, there was a Brazilian friend who had a newborn named Alexandre. And this kid had these 3 strands of hair that kept standing up. And while she was talking, the mom would, smooth down the kid's hair and slowly. It was the cutest thing.
As soon as they dried out, they went back. Yeah.
It was cute. It was very cute. So what's new?
Well, Linktree that you just mentioned.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I went ahead and threw it in the pond to see if it would float.
Okay.
And
but wasn't somebody mentioned that? Was it you who mentioned Linktree before?
Could have been, because I've signed up for it. I'm not pushing it, I guess would say.
Is it like about.me where it's a one pager?
Yeah, and in talking about it, I think I would go with about.me
Really?
before I went to Linktree.
Okay, let's see.
Just,
Do you want me? Let me know when to add that.
I think, yeah, you can add it now.
Okay.
And that's the resulting page. You can see that they just make little green boxes for different links. So if you want to see Guy R. Cook Report, you click there, etc. Okay. Then
that's not bad.
In the administration thereof, which is kind of fast.
So I can't see it up close. So does it? So those different boxes are for what? Facebook and Twitter and
yeah, and you just go into the admin section, which looks like. Oh, let me get this page. People that use technology can't use technology. You know what I mean? Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong screen. Duh, on me. Okay, now I'm in Facebook.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm still in this other one.
So it looks
there's
really
the admin
cool.
page.
Okay. Tell us what it says because it's really, really small.
Oh, let me zoom it in. Just a second. How are we doing now?
Okay, Guy R. Cook Report podcast.
Okay. So you basically see the little pencil on the end of that line. You put in the link for what site you want to add.
Okay. YouTube, Twitter. Okay, WordPress blog.
Now
Pinterest.
This one here.
Okay.
You can see where the button is turned off. Okay, if I turn that on, it'll automatically appear in the list in the same sequence I've got it, but that site's dead. That's where I used to have my blog, and I don't run that anymore.
But you know what?
That's why it's turned off.
That looks like it's ideal for smartphones. Maybe not for desktop, but that looks good. If that's how it looks on your phone, that looks good.
Let me get back to.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
Stop sharing, and I'll get to StreamYard. There we go. Ha! I ran the test with Lamplight to check if it's performing as well as about.me. And if you're looking for an app to put onto a mobile phone, I think I would go with about.me based on the performance.
Okay. And thanks for correcting. I just saw your private chat where you corrected. I have that you can sign up on January 2nd. I had actually thought I was being cute because the county website said January 1st. And I said, that's a holiday, so let me be clever and put January 2nd. As it turns out, that's a Saturday. So I'll change that. I'll change that to following Monday.
Okay.
Thank you.
The weather is such that the outdoor activities, I've got a little bit of leaves to rake, but I'm not going out there at 37 degrees. Ain't gonna happen.
Should you? Yeah.
The wife's not nagging me. So
there you go.
It ain't gonna happen.
You know what I found in my shed? I found my old leaf blower. I have an electric leaf blower.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
So I might, that's how I might take care of it.
Does yours have a switch? You can either have it as a leaf blower or as a vacuum.
Yeah, both.
I used it as a vacuum. First time I ever saw it was when my mom was alive. And she said, can you go scoop up my leaves under the cherry tree? And so her neighbor is like, you could throw a rock and hit the neighbor's house. And she's got 3 dogwoods out there. And I thought those were on mom's property. So I did all those leaves too. Just sucking them up and ended up the bag was beyond its prime use and needed a new bag. So I showed mom how we could go to Sears and order a new one. Anyway, the lady next door says, wow, you did all my leaves for me. I said,
and you were like, oh no.
Your leaves? You mean I don't have to well, your dad never did. Oh well.
But here's the plus though, Guy. Go ahead.
The gravy on the potatoes.
Yeah.
This lady was so enamored with me cleaning up her leaves, she made me a loaf of banana bread. and she didn't know where
Good
I lived.
neighbors.
She
Good
knew I
neighbors.
lived in the neighborhood, but
Mhm.
not for sure where it was. So she set it on Mom's back porch.
Mm-hmm.
Mom ate the banana bread. Oh, that was nice. I said, I think that banana bread was mine. It was supposed to be for me for doing all the leaves. Remember when I did the leaves? Oh yeah, you think so? I
Did you
said, I
make up
know
for it?
so. The lady's name next door, her name is Kiss. I don't know if
Mhm.
she's a hippie child or what, but
Mhm.
anyway, that's her name.
Moon
So
hippie.
she said to me, she says, I'll make you another loaf of bread
Mhm.
and I'll put your name on it this time. I said, oh,
That's
okay.
funny.
If you get in the mood, go ahead. And so
Mhm.
she did. I think she uses a mix, and it's
Mhm.
easy as cake, pardon the
Ah.
expression.
Mhm.
And so I had banana bread. That was
That's
pretty
cute.
cool.
That's
So,
really,
but that's
the real plus about these devices that vacuum also is that they chop up the leaves, and they're
yeah,
great for
yeah.
mulch. Wonderful for
Well,
mulch.
I don't mulch mine, but I
Mhm.
do chop them up with
Mhm.
that attachment is part of the process.
Mhm.
And the thing you got to watch, I found, is the Velcro that holds the bag onto the machine, the
Mhm.
cloth bag. If you use the shoulder strap to
Mhm.
hold the bag up, that's going to mess up that connection. It did for me. So
Mm.
what
I
I've
don't
done
think
now,
mine has. I don't think mine has Velcro though. But go ahead. I don't think.
I bet it does. I bet it does. Either
Okay.
that or it's going to have a cord to cinch it down tight onto the machine. When you put the bag onto
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah. It has that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one you want to be careful of. And if you get wet leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to chop them up just like normal,
Mm-hmm.
but the bag is going to get wet.
And heavy.
Okay. And heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And what you end up with is a bag that pulls the connection off of the tube.
Mm-hmm.
So wait till they dry out is the first choice. If you can't wait till they dry out, do them a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Empty the bag into your garbage can. You know, that bag you got with the box in it.
Mm-hmm. I had
Do
so
that.
much fun blowing the leaves around because the dogs next door were like, woo, they're really excited.
Yeah. I've seen videos on YouTube. There's somebody will have a big pile of leaves they've spent, God knows how much time piling them up.
Dives
The dog comes out, boom, leaves are gone. They're spread everywhere. Gosh, I really appreciate you making that play toy.
Of course, we used to do that
great.
as kids. But back in the day, you could burn your leaves. Way back.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking about
way
the
back.
1960s. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could burn your. In fact, I don't know about where you grew up, but in Woodlawn, the neighborhood. No,
I've never grown up.
Chatham. No way. Yeah, Chatham. Yeah. My neighborhood in Chatham, where we moved from Woodlawn to Chatham. But if I'm not mistaken, it was Chatham that had, well, it might have been Woodlawn. Anyway, incinerators. Everybody had an incinerator next to the alley. So you could burn your garbage and burn your leaves and stuff. Can you imagine having that nowadays?
I had an incinerator when we lived on the coast. Just take a 55-gallon drum, chop some holes in the bottom so the air moves through it, and put in a grate.
These were square stone-like things.
Oh no, these were 55-gallon oil drums.
Oh, okay.
And
I do remember the garbage cans were
well,
like
we
that.
still live there. I think was it in the 90s? Either the late 90s or early 2000s. They said you can't do that anymore. It's too much pollution. Too many people were doing it. And
and we used to ride our bikes through the mosquito sprays. They used to spray for mosquitoes, DDT or whatever. And we'd ride our bikes through the clouds like, woo,
The biggest cloud of insects I've ever seen in my life was in South Carolina. And it was mayflies. It was like fog.
Really?
You couldn't see to drive. We had to pull the car over to stop. And then after they'd passed, they said, now we got to go clean off the lights. The headlights on the car. There was a layer of dead bugs, like maybe 3/8 of an inch thick.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah, it was like a sci-fi movie for sure. Yeah.
I saw something like that, only it was locusts.
Yeah, they can get big.
Yeah. Nasty.
Big clouds of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
remember that locust cloud, okay, how it was so many thousands. I saw a flock of Canadian geese in my younger days in the 60s. that must have took, the Texan part of me wants to say 10 minutes, but the truth be told, it was a good 5 minutes solid of those geese flying by in the sky.
Wow.
Biggest raft of geese flying I've ever seen before or since.
I don't think I've ever seen more than a dozen.
Yeah, this was like when in the early winter they're migrating, right? And there was a lake to the south, and that's where they were going to spend the night out on the water. So then they have to worry about coyotes and so forth. Oh, speaking of coyotes, and you got to go, so I'll stop. Speaking of coyotes, my daughter-in-law said there's been a report of a coyote up in that neighborhood, and so immediately my recollection of when my cousin Mike used to hunt coyotes for the hide. I said, "Oh, we can shoot them, can't we?
Probably
if
not.
they come in the yard to mess with our dogs, aren't they like you went over the line?" Oh yeah, you got to have a hunting license to have a, I think, a negative event happening where the coyotes coming in the yard to kill the dogs and eat them. Nah, I'm gonna thumb cock that 41 Magnum and shoot him graveyard dead, and then they can fine me for not having a license when I did it, but I'll save my dogs.
I don't think you can shoot squirrels or geese.
Yeah, there's a lot of animals. No, I think you can still shoot geese if you have to use stainless steel shot. You can't use lead shot anymore for shotguns for hunting, because lead poisons. And if you wound a goose, then they waddle off and die from the lead poisoning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not going to find lead shotgun shells anymore. You're going to get stainless steel.
I didn't know what they were made of. Okay.
Yeah. The shot.
Okay. Well, I'm going to mosey on and get back to work. Enjoy.
Did you get the messages I sent you in Messenger?
Yes, I appreciate it. And yeah, you sent me something on Canva. I love Canva.
Right. There's a link to Canva on where to make. What it was is if you've got a URL and you share it in social media, there's a technology that exists called open graph tags. And Facebook has a database. So every time you put in DurhamSkyRider.com into Facebook, you get that little scrunched up image, because that's what they think is the default image. Well, there's a way you can update the database. When you make that image 1200 by 630, let me know, and I'll show you how to walk through it's easy as cake. It's something. If I'd rather show you how to do it, so I can kind of pay back the person that showed me how to do it.
Okay, excellent. Looking forward to that. Okay.
Yeah, I had an incident with a publication that had a monthly list of photographs, like the photos for this month of August. So I changed to September, uploaded all the images, put the link in, pop. August images are still showing up. Oh no, that's not right. The images for photo of the month now show this. No, they don't, because Facebook, to have it be fast, caches everything in their database. So if you want this image right here to show up in its entirety, the jet and everything, make it 1200 wide by 630 tall, and then we'll go into the developers.facebook.com and use a tool called the debugger tool and say, hey, go look at the link. This is the new picture. And then when that updates and shows the correct image, then you'll know that if who we're going to pick on, somebody shares a link to Durham Skyward, like the county puts the link, hey, go check out our best. We've been advertising, and they'll have the right image show up instead of that little scramble that's there now. So
cool.
Get busy. I'm here all day.
Okay, Guy. Thank you so much. See you soon. Awesome. All right. I guess that is it for today. Again, it's 52 right now. It's going up to 57. That's not bad. Tomorrow's going to be 63. That's better, except it will be raining. So be that as it may, that's just the way it is. So send me info. I am still updating the Durham Skyrider, actually updated every single day of the month. But if you want your information in there, just let me know. You can find me at Durham Skyrider. Let me show you. DurhamSkyWriter@gmail.com. Also, please follow me on Facebook. Of course, you can like the Durham Skywriter page. I appreciate that. And also, you can find me on Twitter, Durham Skywriter. And with that, I will end this broadcast. I will see you tomorrow at noon. Have a beautiful day. Ciao for now.